right. So we're going to do our statement of faith. I like this part of the service because right up front we lay it all on the table right here for anyone that's new. This is really the heart of who we are. If you'd please join me. Together, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the good, omnipotent.
Good morning. Lovely to see you all here. We're so glad you are here, and we welcome also our people that are at home and watching us by live stream. And first, I want to thank the band and Michelle. You all mean so much to us and give us so much of your gifts and talents. We appreciate you. If there's anyone here for the first time, or you've only been coming for a short time, Stella is standing up with her yellow stole, and you can stop and ask her questions about Unity. She has a packet of information and a coffee mug for you, so please stop by and see Stella. Also, there are forms in the back of the chairs. If you choose not to stop and talk to Stella, so for her to give you a packet, there are forms in the back of the chairs that you can fill out if you're a newcomer, and you can drop it in the basket when it comes around. Please check in on Facebook. Tell everybody where you are and where they should be. And then please silence your cell phones. Please join me in the mission statement. Together, our mission is to encourage and inspire spiritual and personal growth by empowering each other to be authentically all that we came here to be. And let's speak together the affirmation for today's daily word. I cherish opportunities to share the love of God. It isn't the price of something that determines its value. It is how much it is cherished. It's not how something looks or what it costs that makes it beautiful. It is the love and the wonder I feel that helps me cherish it. Just like the gifts I give, I imbue my relationships with love. I cherish those for whom I care deeply, and I want them to feel cherished by me. I hold the intention for love and connection that is at the heart of my every exchange. Just as I feel cherished as a divine being, I share the love of God through my kind and considerate acts. At the heart of every kindness I extend is the prayer that those I serve will feel cherished not only by me, but by God. If you'll join me in the scripture, it's 1 Thessalonians 2:8 together. So deeply do we care for you that we are determined to share with you not only the gospel of God, but also our own selves, because you have become very dear to us. And let's repeat the affirmation. I cherish the opportunities to share the love of God. And now as I ring the prayer bowl, please hold the following people in prayer for their highest good. Jim, G, Steve, Carolyn, Peggy, Ron, Robert, Mitchell, Oakley, Charlie, Aaron, Dwayne, Eugene, Karen, Carol, Denise, Sharon, Brittany, Linda, and anyone that you would like to bring into our prayer today. Let us sing our thoughts or prayers.
Thoughts are
As the sounds and the vibrations coming from our prayer bowl fill the sanctuary, allow them to be absorbed into your bodies, minds, and souls. Take a deep breath. Visualize yourself, your oneness with Spirit. Imagine a warm shower flowing over your body, relaxing your body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Take a deep breath and focus within. We affirm the highest and best for the names on the prayer list, for healing, prosperity, guidance, safety, and peace of mind. We embrace these prayers for ourselves, our families, and out to every person. And we affirm this or something better, God. We surround the world and our country, personal friends and family, with love and light. We support diversity, equity, and inclusion. We support peace and harmony for all countries that are involved in unrest or warlike activities. We visualize food, health care, and shelter for those in need here and around the world. We visualize basic needs met, inner peace, and happiness for all. We remain calm, peaceful, and loving, leading to justice, fairness, and security in our country. We also bring into our prayers those who have damaged homes and businesses or lost loved ones in the recent storms that have passed through our state and many others. We forgive any and everyone we believe has transgressed against us, knowingly or unknowingly. We forgive ourselves for any regrets of our own. We clear any blocks to our well-being, our minds, or to our flow of love and prosperity. We are assured by the words of Jesus that we are loved. We are whole, perfect, and complete, just as we are. We choose to love ourselves and know that we are worthy of all good. We choose to bless others with our love and our light as we spread gratitude for life, health, abundance, loving relationships, harmony, and our inner peace. We choose to contribute from a loving heart to a consciousness of oneness. And this we pray. Amen.
It is my pleasure to get to introduce Marlene Bicker this morning. I have known Marlene since way back before the service when I met her in the hallway. I asked her if she wanted me to embellish her bio and introduction with something like professional rodeo rider, and she did not find me amusing at all. In fact, she said she hated these types of introductions and then referenced Emerson, which made me think. So the gist of our awkward conversation in the hall is that it doesn't matter your education, doesn't matter what you've done, where you've been. What matters is the message, and she is the conduit for that message. And so I'm very looking forward to seeing and hearing that message. So with that, I give you Ms. Marlene Bicker.
And thank you so much. Thank you so much for introducing me the way I want.
I shall.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Gosh, I feel so tall. This is amazing. I've never felt this way before. So, my talk this morning is spring cleaning. And really, you don't have to run home and clean your house. That's not the point of it. So I'm going to start with Isaiah 43, 18, 19. Do not remember the former things or consider the things of old. I am about to do a new thing. Now it springs forward. Do you not perceive it? What I'm going to talk about this morning is one of the 12 powers, the power of elimination, also known as renunciation or release. The function, the ability to release, let go, deny, cleanse, and purify. It clears out thoughts, beliefs, habits, and conditions that no longer serve our spirit and growth. The disciple is Thaddeus. The color is russet, which is a reddish brown. And the location in the body is the lower abdomen, sometimes associated with the intestinal region. The spiritual purpose is to make room for good, consciously releasing the old. Kind of like that song, kind of a new way to live. Worked perfectly, Michelle. Without elimination, spiritual growth becomes clogged or stagnant. Now, I'm going to give you Charles. How many of you have used the revealing word, Charles Fillmore's dictionary? I know, I love it. I look everything up just because I think it's fun to kind of go through it. So his definition of renunciation is a letting go of all thoughts in order that new thoughts may find place in consciousness. A healthy state of mind is attained when the thinker willingly lets go the old thoughts and takes on the new. This is illustrated by the inlet and outlet of a pool of water. The center of renunciation, sometimes called elimination, is the lower part of the abdomen, carried forward the work of elimination of error of thoughts from the mind and waste from the body. The revealing word, Charles Fillmore. And here's my little writing on spring cleaning. Many people are so intent on cleaning out their homes, their closets, their drawers. What if we treated our thoughts and mind with the same consideration? How many times do we continue to do things that do not give us the results we want? How many of us stay in toxic relationships because we are afraid to let go? Or speak our word when we know it is the right thing to do? As we move into spring, I am now working on clearing out the cobwebs in my mind. Worry. It never gives me the result I want. Fear. It keeps me stuck rather than enjoying the moment, and a multitude of other things. I am ready to change my thinking on the thoughts that no longer serve me. I am speaking my word out loud as it is a verbal commitment to myself. I am letting go of the old to make room for the new. I wish that this was as easy as it is with my little Mac laptop, because Apple lets me know, and it goes, your computer is full. You can either delete some things or pay 99 cents more a month and we'll give you more room. Well, it's a whole lot easier to pay 99 cents than to figure out what I should let go of on my computer, which is probably half of what's on there. But isn't it just so hard to let go? It's like cleaning out a drawer. I don't know if any of you are like me, but I'll take all the stuff out of one drawer. I'll lay it on my bed, and I'll go, okay, this is going, this is going, this is going, this is going. And then I go back and I go, you know what? I kind of like this, and it goes back in the pile. And this one, you know what? I'll wear that again. And before I know it, everything I took out is right back in, except maybe one or two items. Anybody ever do the same thing? So just imagine what we have going on in our minds. And this is funny too, because I know I know, thank you, Norma, that there are some people out in this audience who are as old as I am. And when they talk about older people, oh, their memories are diminishing, I'm going, guys, I'll argue with you on that. Because you might only have 20 years of thoughts and people in your head, and I have many more than that. So, I mean, isn't that the truth? I mean, how am I supposed to remember everyone? I've met how many thousands of people in a lifetime, whereas a 5-year-old has only met a fraction of that. So, of course, they remember more. So let's go back even to our thoughts, to our childhood. How many of you were raised in unity or any kind of new thought? Let me see your hands. Wait, put it up high because you guys get the prize. 2. So out of this whole group, we have come from a conglomerate. I mean, I came from a religion where every Yom Kippur, God wrote your name in the book of life. And so you were pretty nervous because you didn't know if you were going to be written in or not. You guys came from a place where if you didn't do certain things, hell was an assured end for you, right? So we have to live our lives a certain way so we don't go to hell. Or I don't know if any of you had ever heard this one. Watch out, God will punish you. Kind of like you better watch out, you better not cry. You know, Santa Claus can see you, whatever you're doing. That's what I thought God was. You know, I thought God was like Santa Claus, and we didn't even believe in Santa Claus. But that's what we were taught. Fear God. Fear God. And then, and this was through Unity, where I took a class on Old Testament and New Testament, and I see why you feared God. Because I was always told, well, the New Testament is the really sweet part of the Bible, the old is the bad, and then I read Revelations and had nightmares. And I mean, I thought, what a terrible chapter to end on, because with all the blood in the streets and all of the stuff. I mean, seriously, I had nightmares. I thought this couldn't make, I mean, what was it, the one with Freddy, you know, that movie, Freddy, the slasher movie. This could be worse. And so I started just kind of looking at all of it. And I thought, so how am I going to find where I belong? How do I find the truth? I mean, do we go to heaven? Is it a place? Are we like King Tut and we're put in a, whatever he's put in, a sarcophagus or whatever the heck it is, and all of his stuff goes with him? I thought, God, that would be a shame, wouldn't it, if like, you know, like maybe diamonds you were going to inherit from someone and they just got buried along with them and nobody ever got to use them again. They just were stuck in the ground. But these are the kinds of beliefs that were here. Like, you know, my drain in the sink, you know, in the bathroom, and you know, it gets stuffed up, and I'm going, oh my gosh, I mean, where'd all that hair come from? I don't even wash my hair in the sink, and you pull it out, and you've got to get all that yuck out of it so that the water can run freely. I mean, our minds are the same way. So here you are, you're sitting in Unity. So how can you absorb these messages of love, of a loving God? How many of you have children? Okay, how many of your children do everything you tell them? Okay, there we go. How many of you would send your children to hell? Oh, I saw your hand go up, but then I saw it go down real fast. So just take that premise. Take that premise, because I used it as an argument with someone. I had a gentleman, you know, like when you're raised Jewish, you get a lot of Christians that love you, that want to convert you because they don't want you to go to hell because you haven't accepted Jesus. So that used to happen all the time. And there was a carpenter that was doing some work around our house, and he said, I really do hope that you will accept Jesus. I would hate to see you go to hell. I said, well, I have a question. You have children, right? And I asked him that same question. Would you send one of your children to hell if they didn't do what you told them? And he went, well, of course not. I said, oh, so you're saying that you are better than God. Think about it. If God can do anything, why wouldn't God make us all perfect if that's what we were supposed to be? Why would God have made Buddhists, Taoists, Jewish people, Native Americans, and all of the others if there was only one way to heaven? So what happens to a lot of us is we come, in fact, I remember telling one of the places where I went for a long time in St. Louis, I said, you call yourself New Thought, but really you're old thought in a new place. You moved your old thoughts into a new building. And I'm not saying that it's easy to give it up. If you grew up believing you're going to go to hell because you haven't accepted Jesus as the Lord Christ, as your Lord, as the Son of God. In Unity, we say we're all sons of God. We're all daughters and sons. Jesus says you can do what I can do and more. So how do we battle with these old thoughts that are here? And you know what? They're there. They don't really just magically. Wouldn't it be great if we could just make just a little tiny hole, pull out the old thoughts, and then just drop in a new program? It would be so easy. But we can't do that. And I see it all the time because I speak in all kinds of different places, in different Unity churches, religious science, Universal Unitarian, whatever. And people still carry, I still carry these old concepts. I don't follow the Jewish holidays anymore, but when the holiday, the Day of Atonement, Yom Kippur comes, and I'm not fasting, and I'm going to a store because you're not supposed to spend money on that day. You're not supposed to, all these not supposed to do's, and I'm doing them all. I still get that little twinge of guilt. I'm glad when midnight the next day comes. And I don't believe it, but it's like it's ingrained in us. So what I'm asking is to just be aware. I don't know that we can cleanse all of those thoughts. We really can clean out a closet. I can't, but maybe some of you can. Clean out a closet. But I don't know how much we can really cleanse all of it out of our heads. It's going to pop in. But what I try to do now is I try to become aware of it. So I've told a few of you, and some of you who know me, we lost our son, and it'll be 1 year in next Friday, this coming Friday, May 23rd. And there are no words to describe it. Don't try to imagine it if it hasn't happened to you, because it's beyond the unimaginable. And I'm really fortunate because our other two sons, really, I kind of call them sages. They've just moved to a whole different place. I think they should be speaking because they have come up with so much wisdom. And one of the things, or the things that they tell me, is about releasing and letting go. And one of the things that I have recognized and become aware of, and I think it can work in every part of your life, is that when I think about that night and I relive it in my head, I just go crazy. And I go to a space where I was initially when this happened. And then I went, oh, how am I going to that place? In my mind. But I don't have to go to that place. I don't have to keep reliving that night over and over. I can tell myself, okay, you're starting to go to a place you don't want to. Let's move somewhere else. And I'm not saying that you don't go through grief. You need to go through grief. It's part of a process. But what I'm saying is we can navigate how we choose to go through these things. And we can decide, do I want something that has felt extremely negative in my life? Do I want to define my life by it? Do I want to define me by it? Or perhaps do I want to see how I can use it to grow and perhaps help other people grow through similar situations? So these are the choices that we get as we walk along this planet. You know, if you just want to keep collecting all this stuff, you know, you're going to become a mental hoarder. You know how those houses, when I think they have a show, and why in the world anyone would ever want to watch a show where people hoard? It is the most horrific things. I mean, I keep thinking they're going to die with something falling on them, because it's... One of my friends was married to a hoarder. She divorced him, and she said, I want you to see where I used to live. And I walked in and I said, you don't have a kitchen. Where is your kitchen? She said, you're standing in it. And I said, where's your stove? She goes, oh, it's under all that stuff. I mean, honest to God, you could not see the stove. You could not see the sink. I didn't know it was a kitchen. Just imagine your mind the same way that we stack this grievance and that anger and that disappointment and that belief and that this, and until you have this, you're filled, and you have no room to open your heart, to open your soul, to open your life to the love and the joy. Do I let the physical loss of one child totally ruin the lives I have with two other children, with my spouse, with grandchildren, with friends, with the ability to be able to travel and speak and stay with my wonderful cousin in Branson that's sitting right back there and drove up today? And they have a lovely little place there too, if you're ever in Branson and want to go to Unity. But do I want... Those are the choices. And guess what? We get to make them. And in this life, we have two choices. We can live by man's law, which we see the results of this happening, or we can live by God's law. And when we live by God's law, like and I go to a 12-step program, Al-Anon, never miss it, on Monday nights. And one of the gentlemen there sends out every single day a quote, and most of them are from Psalms. And I'm going to leave it with this last line that he always says, because my husband and I just say it all the time: God's got this. So whenever you start to go into any kind of panic, just take a breath, like the song said, and say, God's got this. And now we're going to do a short meditation, and would someone do some real soft music? Are you the volunteer? Thank you. So let's just take a moment and find that comfortable spot in your chair and take a deep, deep, deep breath. And as you breathe in all of the beauty and all of the joy and all of the peace and all of the love. And as you release any pain or sorrow or anything that causes you less than joy. And take a moment to go into your own mind and analyze it like a closet. Do I need this? Or could I let it go? How does this thought serve me? Oh, it used to serve me years ago, but it no longer serves me. Perhaps I can change it to something more meaningful in my life. Imagine yourself letting go of the thoughts that keep you trapped. Imagine holding a scissors, and that each thought that you want to release is just like a rope that is binding you. And you take your scissors and you cut each rope that is keeping you from being your highest self, that is keeping you from all the pleasure and the love and the peace that you deserve. Imagine what you would feel like if you could let go of some of the worry, perhaps some of the fears, or relationships that are toxic. How would that feel for you? Would you walk a little taller, smile a little more, be a little kinder? And then think about what you might replace them with. If you want more love, be more loving. If you want more friends, be a better friend. If you want more anything, be that. Be that. Be that thing you desire. Think about what you would look like as the very best you, and what you could do if you lived each moment as your higher self. What a difference it would make, not only in your life, but in the life of all those around you. And if we all did that, imagine what this world would look like. Perhaps we all could live in a world of peace and love and joy, where we support each other on a common mission. So, as you imagine these things, tuck these into your mind, because these are keepers. These are your keys to changing, to letting go, eliminating, releasing, so that you can make room for the always evolving you. And now I ask that you become aware of this room, the beautiful music. Perhaps wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when you are ready, gently open your eyes and focus on something you did not notice before. Oh, and thank you. Let me turn this back off. Okay. And now is the time that we share our gifts, and all of the Unity churches are self-supporting, and they're supported by wonderful people like you. So there we go. And there is, do you do that when it comes up, or you do it now? No. So please join me in the prayer. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
Thank you,
And
God.
so it is.
All right, we have meditation tonight. It is at 6 p.m. It is open to everyone. And everyone is also invited to participate in a daily prayer at 9 p.m. to focus on prosperity and growth of Unity of Springfield. So set an alarm. Together, let's harness the power of collective prayer and meditation. It's on your phone. Just put it on there. Recurring alarm, 9 p.m. The monthly board meeting is Wednesday, May the 21st at 6 p.m. Guests are welcome to attend, and they are asked to arrive at 6:20 p.m. I think so they can talk about them behind your back. I don't know what to do. I don't know what the board does, honestly. I don't know what we're doing. It's all forgotten. I let it go. I let the board go. Just dropped away. Just like that. I released it. It's great. Feels awesome. The Navigating Grief Support Group meets the second and fourth Fridays each month at 6 p.m. Their next meeting is this Friday and will be outside the fire pit, around the fire pit. Bring some s'mores if you want. The group is for anyone experiencing any type of grief. And next Sunday, Jerry Stefanak will be the guest speaker for our celebration service. Jerry is a dynamic teacher, speaker, and counselor dedicated to helping adults build self-esteem, live their vision, and achieve both external success and inner peace. Apparently all in a 25-minute sermon. That's going to be fantastic. For over 2 decades, Jerry served as a spiritual teacher at Unity Church of Christianity in Houston, leading weekly classes on A Course in Miracles and facilitating workshops. With a warm, powerful, and humorous speaking style, grounded in personal experience, Jerry inspires lasting personal growth and transformation. There will not be an adult education class next Sunday because our YOU will be hosting a pancake breakfast fundraiser. Getting back to our Southern Baptist roots. They are accepting donations and need to raise $1,020 to go to rally. They will be at a table in the foyer, so please come hungry. Look at that. Progress, people. Together we do it. Please join us for our first Community Through Music concert on May 31st at 7 p.m. This summer concert series is held on the last Saturday of each month, May through September. The local artists who will be performing this month are Chris Cates, Seth Hunt, and Little Things Collective. And Mary, I believe you have an announcement?
I do.
All right.
Act like you don't know what happens on the board.
I don't.
He was on the board. He
That
knows
was a
what
new board.
he knows what we do. So good morning. We are June the 14th. We are very excited to announce that we will be at Pride this year. So the details are a little sketchy yet. There was some kind of hiccup with the Pride Committee in getting all of the information out. So we don't know exactly where our booth is gonna be. But I will let you know as soon as we find out. We are gonna need a lot of volunteers to be there throughout the day. The event starts at noon till 5 p.m., then we'll start breaking down at 5 p.m. We will be walking in the parade. The parade starts at 11:45, and we will be meeting at the municipal building at Benton and Chestnut Expressway. There is the municipal building right there, courthouse, and so we'll be meeting there and walking in the parade. We want lots and lots of people coming and walking in the parade with us and representing Unity of Springfield. We'll be painting rocks and handing out flyers and buttons, and we'll just being a presence there at Pride. It is an absolutely amazing event. It's a wonderful way for us to be in the community. I know that we have people that are here because they have seen us at Pride. And so it's a great opportunity for us to be in the community and show our support for the LGBTQ plus community. So I will continue to give more information. There's a sign-up sheet out there. The entrance fee was $230. So we are asking, there's a little thermometer out there that tells how much money that we've already raised. We don't have that much more to go to replace that and put that back into our building fund, or into our general fund. So we ask if you want to donate for that, just write down on the donation that this is for Pride or for the YOU rally. We're doing the same thing. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mary. If you would please stand and join in the prayer for protection. Together, the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Today is your retirement day. It's alright to feel like you do. Come on and clap your hands and celebrate. 'Cause today is all about you. It's all about you. You, about you. Go eat at your favorite restaurant. Take a coffee break as long as you want. No more rushing off to work each day.